Yeah, pay attention to what's going on here, not looking at the trees right now, okay? Oh, you see a wasp? It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just ignore the wasp. Pay attention. So, remember when you talked, or when you were listening to the girl from Newtown?
Yeah.
And she talked about being in the closet with her friends while they had to wait and they had to hear the sirens. Yeah? So what is it that you guys do?
Lockdown. What did it say?
I don't know. I can't see it.
Sad when we do it.
You feel sad when you do a lockdown? So what is it? What is a lockdown?
Active school drill.
Active shooter.
What to do during shooting.
Yeah. And what have you learned that you're supposed to do?
Hide, be quiet.
And where do you guys hide, be quiet, and turn off the lights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I'm in PE, I have to be in the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, we don't ever know when something like that's going to happen. Can you come back out of hiding now? Thank you. And so we all have to be prepared, and we have to hope that you guys are prepared. How did it make you feel to learn that mommy and daddy didn't have to do lockdown drills?
Man!
And how does it make you feel that you have to do them because nobody has sensible gun laws?
Sad.
Sad? What? Can you give me more words than mad and sad? Because I know you have more words than that. Tell me about it. How does it make you feel inside?
Mad.
You've already said that. But why? Why does it make you feel mad?
Because I don't want hiding in a bathroom.
And you also don't like that it even needs to happen, right?
Yeah. And also I don't like it because you have to even get to do it.
Well, that's because when we were in school, we didn't have shootings. And you guys... No, not now. But you guys have...
Darn mosquitoes.
But yeah, we didn't have that. We didn't have any of that whenever we were kids in school. The first shooting didn't happen until I was a senior, which means that I was already 18. Yeah.
You are ready to vote.
I did. I voted in the midterm. And I voted in the spring. Well, because my birthday is right after voting day, and so I couldn't vote in the presidential election that year, but I did vote. I did vote in the midterms. So now look, if everything happens where we have better legislation and better regulation, do you remember the words? It's regulation, registration, legislation. Do you remember those words?
No.
You have them all written down. We've talked about everything. You've talked about everything. Dude, you don't even need note cards. You've talked about this a million times. How did it make you feel to see grown-ups with assault rifles at the rally for no assault rifles? How did that make you feel when you saw a bunch of grown-ups holding their big rifles? Okay, use your words and not your body signs. It made you mad, but why? Hold on. So when you saw those people, how did it make you feel? Or tell me about what you felt.
Mad.
Not just mad.
A little.
But tell me why.
Just don't like being in such a crowd.
I'm not asking about the crowd. I'm asking about the people with guns. How did the people with guns in the crowd make you feel?
A lot mad.
A lot mad? Well, did you feel safe or not safe?
Not safe.
Were you concerned or were you okay?
Concerned.
Okay.
If shoot somebody.
Are you?
I did.
But they didn't. That's good that they didn't. But you were worried.
Like 120 people were raising up signs.
Well, yeah, a lot more than that. We had 20,000 people there.
Oh, 20,000 people.
And then they had about 100 people. And they had their guns. And they had their their assault rifles.
Did they? I forgot if they shoot anything.
They didn't shoot anything. But do you think that they need to carry their assault rifles downtown?
No, then they'll be arrested. And if they go
But they won't. But they won't be arrested. You know why? Because we live in a state that lets them carry assault rifles around. Yeah. But what can we do to make that change? But they're not at home.
Yeah, but they must be showing it or something.
But why?
Because sometimes you protect their home.
But if they're not at home, they weren't at home. They were at City Hall.
Yeah.
So is that the place for it?
No. Or they must go hunting, or they can be a police if they need those.
Yeah, but they weren't any of that, were they? They weren't any of that, were they?
No.
No. And so now that you know that our state lets people walk around with those big rifles, what do you think we as citizens can do to change that?
Stop letting people in this state carry assault rifles everywhere.
And how do we do that? By, what's the L word? Legislation. Better legislation.
Yeah, not the prayers. Legislation.
Legislation, yeah.
This.
Yep.
I still can't write that. It's still a little hard when I do it.
Yeah, but
in the number of the day, it's a little hard.
Yeah. A little difficult for you.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Okay, so my last question for you is, if you could do something right now to make everything better, what would you do?
Stop letting people carry assault rifles all over town and all over the state. Nowhere people could carry assault rifles.
Well, do you think that it's just carrying, or do you think that they should even own them at all? Do you think that they should own assault rifles?
No.
A regular one can do just fine, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember when we talked to Officer Rizzo? Yeah? And you remember how we talked to him, and he's
a car cop.
now he's a bike cop, yeah.
Now he's a bike cop.
Yeah.
How did he get that good?
He just likes to do those things. He's a really good officer, isn't he? But when you talked to him,
a really good friend.
Yeah, but when you talk, he's one of Mommy's good friends. You're right. So, but when you talked to Officer Rizzo, now he had a gun in his pocket, right?
Yeah, because he was a police.
But did you feel safe talking to him with his gun?
Sort of.
Yeah, because
he was a police. You know.
And because he has lots of what?
Training.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look.
Yep.
Nah. Look at this.
Yeah, it says police, protection and police.
Police?
And protection.
And hunting.
Oh, and hunting, yes, because you definitely wanted that in there. But yeah, when you talk...
and also the hunting all the animals that are dangerous.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like the whales, bears, and all those other animals stuff.
You're really afraid of whales, aren't you?
Yes.
All right. But what I was saying is that, so the people that were, listen, what I meant whenever I was talking about Officer Rizzo is that you had a little bit of fear when you saw the civilian people with their assault rifles, right? Because they had them out, they had them over their shoulders. But Officer Rizzo, his where was his gun?
In his pocket.
Well, in his holster. Yeah, it was holstered. It was where it was supposed to be. It wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't afraid of that gun because I know
that he has lots of
training and the police and
yeah.
Just say it, Mom.
Yeah. But so there's a difference, right? Because he knows what he's doing with the weapon, where other people who just get them might not.
Yeah. Yeah. You can make a target practice.
Like, you know, your grandpa has a rifle and he didn't even know how to shoot. I had to sight it for him.
You know how to do it?
Yeah, of course I know how to shoot. I'm actually a very good shot. I grew up with rifles.
So your dad didn't know how
No, not my dad. My dad is an expert marksman. I was talking about your dad's dad.
Grandpa Ken?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's just like that. He knew he eats ice cream all day long.
Yes. But what I was trying to say...
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. What I'm trying to explain to you is that some people get weapons and they don't even know how to use them.
Yeah, they can be like...
And they're so not good with the weapons that they own that other people have to help them with them.
Yeah.
And is that smart?
No.
No way.
Are you done now?
We can be done.
Yeah.